with the mission to keep as many men and as many guns for as long as possible. We called in God. Welcome to Combat Memories. And now your host, Aaron Chief Seabird.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Combat Vet Vision. Hey, this is a place where I really get to kind of brief a lot of things that are good for our combat vets or veterans. Our sponsor, supporters, and volunteers get to come on here and actually talk about a lot of things that they're doing and what's going on in their lives and why the reason might be that they're actually wanting to participate and help our veterans or veteran communities and what they're wanting to do. And today I got Brigitte on deck, and she is an awesome person that has been in my life for a long time, helping out with our combat vets through different organizations that really support. I talk a lot about the PTSD Foundation of America, Warrior Built Foundation, and there's so many other foundations that are doing incredible things, but Brigitte is highly involved in pickleball, and in Glendale coming June 8th, it's Pickleball Challenge, so it's a pickleball clinic for our veterans, and we really want to get a lot of veterans out to participate in that, hopefully be involved. But Brigitte, hey, welcome to my show. I know I've been trying to get you here for a long time.
Hi, how are you?
It's great to have you. How are you doing today?
You know, I'm doing great. It's nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, it's great to see you too. And thanks for putting on such great help and support for our veterans in so many different ways. But, you got this pickleball clinic, the second annual clinic coming up. Talk a little bit about yourself, why you're involved in the veteran community and what it means to you, and where have you been? What have you done, and what motivates you?
Well, let's see here. I started with Gray Star and started with the Veterans Pickleball event. No, I'm sorry, the Veterans Golf Tournament that we did. Before that, with Gray Star, we had actually done a what I would call a vendor fair to raise money for PTSD. And when we did that, we raised about $8,000. The next year, it was like $24,000. And then I met up with some other partners with Gray Star. And we actually started doing the golf tournament, and it jumped to $185,000. And last year, we raised over $400,000. That's when I really started getting involved with veterans. And then my son started helping me. And after an illness a couple of years ago with cancer and some depression and everything, I got involved in pickleball just to get out and exercise. And it really made an impact on me. Part of the group that I was working with decided to do a people with Parkinson's pickleball event. So I volunteered to help. And as I'm sitting there helping them, I thought, why aren't we doing this for our veterans? Why aren't we doing this to get them out, engaging veterans and giving them exercise and a social opportunity? And that created the first ever Veterans Pickleball event with the city of Glendale. It was a huge success. My son helped me organize it. He was 17 and a junior in high school. And we got a lot of volunteers and hosted our first event. And it was extremely rewarding. It was extremely rewarding with what we did. So, and again, thank you for having us on here, because we want to reach as many veterans as we possibly can. We've had, last year, we only had about 10 participants, but the hope is this year is that we get up to over 20. And the momentum that we have going right now and the phone calls I'm starting to receive, I think we're going to exceed that, which is exciting.
Yeah, I agree. I've been putting the word out to a lot of my supporters as well, and some have some incredible resources available to veterans that are in the area, because Glendale might be a little bit far for some, but you got so many veterans that are in the area. We might as well get that word out to everybody that may participate. But the other thing that's really cool about this is that pickleball is a very adaptive sport. And when I mean adaptive, it means that if you're a handicap, if you're dealing with issues, psychological or whatever it might be that's really affecting you, physical, this sport can really stimulate a lot of things and really help out you as somebody who might be dealing with some issues. Whether it's going to give you some mind wellness, or whether it's going to just allow you to the sensation of, touching the ground or hitting the ball or doing this, is huge. And pickleball is one of the fastest growing sports in the world right now. They're converting all kinds of they're converting all kinds of tennis courts into pickleball courts, and I think you could put, is it 2 or 4 per court of
You can
if
do
they
two,
transition?
you can do, or you can do four. We actually, it's interesting that you bring that up because we did our Veterans Pickleball event, and then the VA reached out to me and asked me if I would come and coach for their VA event that they were doing for veterans with disabilities. So we were teaching veterans that are amputees. We were teaching veterans in a wheelchair. So there are a lot of adaptive abilities and rules to pickleball that really allows for it. I'm actually working with a gentleman who's in a wheelchair now, and his goal is to create a wheelchair league in pickleball. So he and I are working on that right now, and it would just be a league specifically for persons in a wheelchair. So it is highly adaptable, highly adaptive.
Yeah, I just, I want to say that there's a lot of sports that are adaptable, and Special Olympics really works hard at putting these together. And I want to say, when I first got blown up in Iraq, I came back and I had the opportunity to go down to the sports center in Colorado Springs, the Olympic Sports Training Center, and it was all based off of this adaptive concept. And I want to say it really kind of impacted my mind to understand that sit-down volleyball was a sport. And what was interesting about it is, even if someone's in a bed, they're bedridden, they can't do anything, you can go in there and put something up across from them and start tossing a balloon across it and tapping a balloon, and that is an adaptive sport. So just to give you an idea how adaptive this can be, it's super amazing how adaptable these sports become for our veterans, for anybody that's dealing with these disabilities. But I think it's really awesome that someone like you that just wants to really get involved and finds even more angles, because what you do is support something. The VA's taking a look at you now and saying, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? It's super incredible. I mean, these things just become amazing. And Brian, I'm not sure if you're able to put up the flyer for this in one of the windows. That'd be great if you can. I'm not sure if you're able to, but I sent you the flyer. But the flyer will be out on my webpage. It'll be out on this Combat Vet Visions stuff. I'll be putting it out all over the place, but you can also see it in my artwork that I put up for Brigitte Baker Snyder. She's on there too, in there. But it's the 8th of June, and if you have any questions about it, you can definitely contact me, and you can reach out to Brigitte. And Brigitte, you've been amazing. You bring up Graystar. Graystar is one of the biggest sponsor supporters of the PTSD Foundation of America, and that helps get our veterans to Camp Hope in Texas, which is a 6 to 9 month treatment program. And you talk about raising money with this golf tournament in the Southern California area, and that goes to really help not only just Southern California vets, but I pretty much cover the West Coast, so it really reaches out to a lot of different ways, and you'd be surprised at what that does. And on top of that, just your own personal desire to be involved. That's what it takes. That's what it has to be, and it's it's a thankless job, but I hope this gives you a little bit of thankfulness.
Oh,
I'm thanking you right here, thanking you on the show for being such an awesome person and really kind of promoting me and getting my life to really kind of promote this and that. So
before we end, I do want to share that it's not just me. This year, I've been very fortunate. We have a sponsor this year for the event, Paddle Tech, and they have donated over $2,000 in equipment for us to give away to veterans who participate in our event. So we have paddles anywhere from $99 up to $250. We have hats to give away. It truly is amazing. Will at Upland Group. He is donating and helping us with a sponsorship for lunch. So there's free lunch for all participants from Wahoo's Tacos. And then we also have LA Direct Home Healthcare, who is sponsoring breakfast. So it is a wonderful event, no cost at all to any veteran that wants to participate. And my hopes is that I can give as much joy to somebody else playing pickleball as I've learned. So that would be extremely important for me.
That is amazing. And I hope you just heard that. There's breakfast and lunch involved, and no cost is free for the veterans. And, just think about that for a minute and grab a hold of that. Then pickleball on top of that, a sporting event that's really, really, adaptive. So if you feel like you can't play a sport, or you feel like it's too much, this one's really going to be for you. So Brigitte, before we go, we'll come back in a minute. I want to, for you to give any last words, and if someone wants to get a hold of you, and just throw the dates out there again. But we'll come back to that in a second, and we'll just talk about whatever else too. But we're just going to go to the PSA for the VA, and we'll be right back.
This message is from the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Do you want easy access to VA Online, as well as other government websites? Then login.gov is the way to go. Login.gov is a U.S. government service that provides seamless access to government websites. By creating a login.gov account, you can use the same email and password to sign into va.gov, My Healthy Vet, VA DoD e-benefits, and the VA Health and Benefits mobile app, among other VA services. Login.gov also allows you to securely sign in to USA Jobs and TSA PreCheck, and to apply for SBA small business loans and disaster assistance. One login, many resources. To create a login.gov account, simply go to va.gov and click sign in.
Nice. Hey, we're here with Brigitte. This is Combat Vet Vision. This is and Brigitte Baker Snyder. She is doing a pickleball clinic in Glendale. This is something that she's truly motivated about, and this is the second annual one. Brigitte, feel free to talk about anything you want to, and again, just tell us how we can get a hold of you, and they can definitely do it through my show. So reach out to me if you need to or want to.
Absolutely. You were talking about adaptive sports. I introduced you to Clayton from Angel City Sports, that is highly motivated and a nonprofit for getting training and introducing folks to adaptive sports. So please, that's a resource that you might want to share again with your listeners, because they're an incredible nonprofit. They actually reached out to me to help them do a pickleball event when they did a Veterans and First Responders Courage Weekend last September. So that's a wonderful engagement as well. I would love to answer any questions. If anyone has them, please reach out to me. My contact information is on the flyer, but just in case you need it, my email address, and it's a long one, is robandbrig@sbcglobal.net. If we got in the chat, that way folks could pull it up easier. And would love to see you out there on the courts. I think you'd have a great time. And that is on June 8th. The events start at 9 a.m. You can get there early for warm-ups, and we'd love to have you there.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Brigitte. I will definitely look at pulling some information about Will and Los Angeles. That's where that exists, that whole facility, and it's supposed to have some adaptive capabilities and a whole bunch of other a lot of events and stuff. And so it's really an important piece. But hey, this pickleball is really going to be a great time. And the guys that I talked to, and I haven't played pickleball yet. I need to get out there and do it. I look forward to it, to learning it. Unfortunately, I can't be there this time because I'm going to be with my family in Wyoming. But it's such a great opportunity for everybody to be involved and for our veterans to really get involved. So please take a look at it. It'll be posted up on my website. I mean, not on my website, but it'll be posted on my my Facebook, all my social media stuff. I'll be farming it out there some more. So, and Brigitte, thank you so much for all the support you've given. The friendship, it's just an amazing thing. We've been friends for years now, and it's just really been an incredible thing to see. And you pushed me into places that I didn't necessarily know I was going to go. It's really to help the veterans requires a lot of different people to do a lot of really amazing things. And I'm just honored to know you and to be that conduit for you as well. So thank you very much, Brigitte. It's very therapeutic for what you provide and what you do.
You've made my life a better life, so thank you.
Well, awesome. Hey, this is Combat Vet Vision. This is a place where a lot of really nonprofit organizations, people, and individuals that really are wanting to strive to make a better pathway for everybody. I mean, this really kind of makes a really amazing possibility for our veterans to do some incredible things. It's not about me as much as I'm in a lot of ways lucky to have been hit with a mortar round and taken this hit, because I'm able to surround myself with buddies that are combat buddies of mine that we move forward together, and we move forward in some really awesome directions. And it's people like Brigitte that really kind of make it a more tolerable time, because as much as I come on here and I talk a great talk, every day I'm dealing with my frustrations in my mind, I'm managing my stresses, I'm managing my PTSD, I'm managing my personal injuries from getting hit with this mortar round and all the shrapnel that hit my body. And it's just amazing that I surround myself with people that help me move along. And in doing so, I want to reach out to our veterans, our combat vets, especially. That's my thing, and I do it. So, hey, until next time, hey, this is Aaron Siebert signing off. Strength and honor. Out.
Under blue skies, the only way, like the sun.